Hello, in this video, we're going to review adding and subtracting integers. Now, to do this, you should already know and have reviewed adding integers and subtracting integers. So for this problem, we are going to evaluate each expression. Now, to evaluate an expression just means to do all the operations that you can do in order of the order of operations. They're called expressions because they're math sentences and they don't have equal signs. An expression is a math sentence without an equal sign, so they fit the definition. When doing these problems, you are allowed to do them using the integer tiles, by using a number line, or using your integer rules, which I'm going to use here. So for problem number 1, when you are using your rules, you want an addition sign. And problem number 1 has an addition sign. Then I have to look and see if the signs are the same or different. These signs are the same. And when the signs are the same, that means all the tiles are the same, they're all negative. Or it could mean, if you're using a number line, that you're going left 15 places and then left 8 more places. You are combining, you're going left a total of 23 spaces. So if the signs are the same like they are, you add the numbers. 15 plus 8 is 23. And since they are negative, you keep the sign. Problem number 2, again, we look at the sign. If it's an addition sign, we use the addition rules, and it is. But in this case, the signs are different. When the signs are different, that means you have negative tiles and you have positive tiles. And when you have negative and positive tiles, they will make zero pairs and cancel out. If you think of a number line, think almost like a tug of war. The negative 34 wants to go left 34 places, and the positive 23 wants to go 23 places to the right. So they kind of do a tug of war and they see who wins. Now, since 34 is bigger than 23, you subtract. 34 minus 23, get 11. And since 34 is a bigger absolute value, 34 is bigger than 23, your answer is going to be negative. It just means there were more negative tiles. Your answer is negative. Or with the number line, it means you went more places to the left, so your answer is negative. The big difference for this is now going to come in number 3 because there is not an addition sign. And when you're doing things using the rules, and when you're doing these problems using algebra, you need to have an addition sign. If you do not have an addition sign, you have to make it have an addition sign. So negative 18 minus negative 22, we are going to do something called keep, change, change. We are going to keep the 18, change the minus to a plus, and change that negative 22 to a positive 22. So keep the negative 18, change the minus to a plus, and change the sign of the number after it. Once you do that, now you can use your addition rules. The addition rules always work when you have an addition sign. And for this problem, the signs are different. That means the negative 18 negative tiles and positive 22 positive tiles, the signs are different, you subtract. And since there are more positive tiles, the answer is positive 4. And problem number 4, we have one more. Now, this has addition and subtraction signs. So I'm going to use the order of operations and do the one that comes first. And whenever you are adding and subtracting integers, you want to make sure you have an addition sign. And the first part here, negative 66 minus 50, does not have an addition sign, which means we are going to do keep, change, change. Keep the negative 66, change the minus to a plus, and change 50 to negative 50. And then we will then copy the plus 30 that wasn't used. The next part of keep, change, change, now that we have an addition sign, is look at the signs. If they're the same, if they're all negative, or they're all going the same direction on the number line, you add them, it's 116, and keep the sign. The plus 30 just follows. But now with the plus 30, we also have another problem. We have negative 116 plus 30. Again, the side, you want an addition sign, and you have one, but the signs are different. When the signs are different, you subtract. 116 minus 30 is 86, and since 116 is a large absolute value and it's negative, the 86 is negative. So the big thing to remember when you're adding and subtracting integers is you always want an addition sign. If you have an addition sign, like problem number 1 and problem number 2, you just do the problem using the addition rules. But if you have a minus sign, then you have to do keep, change, change, which stands for keep the number before the minus sign, change the minus sign to a plus sign, and change the sign of the number that's after the minus sign. Thank you.